Good, good morning. Welcome to Satsang. If it is yourself that you search, just hear that you are always what is. You are always yourself. Not in a personal way, sure. All the rest will be talks of the mind. So we have just to learn to know that the mind can tell only relative truths. Whatever he will express, it's a subject it thinks he owns or figures it out, but as it is completely limited and impermanent by nature, he cannot tell anything here. It disappears here, the mind. So whatever the mind tells will be of something else, will be regarding to a concept he has formed and with what he is attached to. Otherwise it's very simple. That's why often I make one aware of what it is expressed like. You see, one could say, oh, I disconnect with my mind, or I am in, meaning I can be out too, and so on. Even all these are movements. All this speaks of the mind. There are movements in the mind. So it doesn't speak at all about what you really are. So that can strike one at once. It will always be at once anyway, but it can take no time, as it can take years for the mind to be what? To surrender, or for the mind to be seen for what it is. I think the mind cannot surrender. The mind has just to be seen for what it is. So you don't play a part in the mind for a moment. Anyway, if you have any question, if you still search even hearing this and all that, you just ask, how is it possible?
Morning.
Good morning.
So, when you speak about vigilance, does it take place in the mind, in the life of somebody, or not?
Must be. But where it brings you? Must be. It must be somebody vigilant suddenly, no? It happens to someone, yeah. But when he's vigilant, what happens? Is he still there? I think this vigilance which is mentioned, it's a kind of wise advice. Maybe not everybody has to take it, but it's better to say that than to say, oh no, do whatever you like, you see. I would not risk that. It's just a wise advice. Yeah.
I think the question comes from this feeling that I don't want to be fooled by the mind, or
Sure.
not to know what the mind is completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I should also just see that idea as a thought.
Yeah, it's a thought, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, it's uncompromising. There is not a single thought which is spared to be a thought. Not to be a thought. My English is a bit... I'm sorry. It's a thought which makes you search, huh? And what will make you stop? Temporarily it can be a thought, but it will be temporarily then. And a thought is not only the object of thoughts, it is a subject and an object, which makes a thought. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was wondering, who is the seeker? Is it the mind or is it the person?
It's the same for me. A person has a mind, or a person identifies with his mind.
And where does the answer come from?
The answer to?
To the question, who am I?
There will be no answer coming from anywhere. Otherwise it will be again in the mind. Means it was not there before, suddenly there is an experience or a revelation, it is there now. And so it will also disappear. So this question, who am I, can be taken in so many ways, sure. It's still a thought, isn't it? It's still a thought. But it has this let's say, its own power in bringing back the mind to its root. Who am I? Because everything which is expressed and you can know or feel or sense is when I wakes up. You cannot say differently. So at least this thought brings you to the root of the mind. And now here you have a choice. The mind will of course continue its job to present you things, so you jump as usual, as you are used to. Or since you ask this question, you don't look at any thought which arises. You dismiss it for just a moment, not to make it a state. Just for a moment. It's a question of seeing, of being struck. It's not a question of having an answer or an understanding in the mind. You see, my master, he said a sentence which can be of great help, even when you ask this question, who am I? Because the mind, of course, will answer many questions, will answer in many ways. But he said, don't land anywhere. Don't land on any answer. Otherwise, you again are trapped in the mouth, in the jaws of the mind. And you know, it's like a tiger. You cannot leave that after. So what?
But even the thought of being a seeker is a thought.
It's a thought. After, you may say, I am a finder. Then what? Something changed? No. Only the dress has changed. Very good to see that. Whatever was not there before, it's not it. Yeah.
There's this Dasha Shloki, and in the last verse of it, it is said that Shankara went to find his master, and when he found him, the master asked him, "Who are you?" So he replied, it is said in these 10 verses. Then the last one, he says, how does it go? Nachaikam tadanyatvitiyam kutasyat navakevalatvam nachakevalatvam nashunyam nachashunyam advaitakatvat katam sarva vedanta siddham bravini. So I'm not even one. Tad anyat dvitiyam kutasyat. How could I be a second one, different from that? I am not kevalatvam, I am not absoluteness, nor I am non-absoluteness. I am not emptiness, nor I am non-emptiness. How could I say katam bravimi, what has been already established by all the Upanishads?
Beautiful, yes. Wonderful. Yes. Any answer, any experience, I am not. Yes. You see, I even dismiss this I am consciousness. Everybody makes it in his own source. I am consciousness, okay, that's it, I'm consciousness. What does it mean? It's based on what? So good luck, because then you will fall from very high, as consciousness has to be very high or very, I don't know what. Yeah. Shut up. But not like with effort and that you are obliged. Just be struck by what tries to tell you. Yeah. So Shankaracharya had also to go to his master.
Once I think you know that there's an interview with Papaji, and the interviewer says that Shankara resumed the teaching in one shloka, and then Papaji said, "No teaching, no guru,
No disciple."
No disciple. There's also this shloka of Shankara. He says, "Na shasta, na shastra, na shishyo, na shiksha." So, not the guru, not the sacred texts, not disciple, not the teaching. Na cha tvam, na cha ham, na chayam prapanchaha. Not you, not me, not the world. Swarupo vabhodo vikalpa sahishnuhu. Because knowledge of myself doesn't tolerate division.
Ah, this I like, not tolerate. Well, surely, yes, sin. This is the trap of the journey, not to arrive at this experience of the absolute and all that, and then one takes it, this is it, this is consciousness, and then he stops in a maybe new quality of it, but it's a quality, an experience known, experienced, a landing place, a concept, all the description of the mind, not of what you are. Sure. But did Shankara had a journey, or he knew that like that? He was so young.
Yeah, but I think...
He had some journey?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That's why he went for something was not clear.
Okay.
Part of the teaching about this text, I cannot chant, but part of the teaching about one of the verses of this text was Vedanta traps us, wants to traps our mind. So at some point we cannot look to our right because we know it's not on to our right. We cannot look to our left because it's not there. We cannot not look up, not look down, not look outside or inside. And I realized that I'm 100% looking inside. I'm
Okay. Oh, you are 100% what?
looking inside.
Yeah.
100%
So
identified with my body. Looking somewhere in here.
you mean you place yourself somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now that you hear that, you negate. Even if it is a lie to your own mind, you negate.
Even if it is a lie?
A lie, because you feel I am
Yes.
this body,
Yes.
you just lie. You say something else. I am not the body. Even if I feel I am the body.
Perfect.
You have to act. Act what you heard.
Thank you.
Yeah. So don't try to change, this body should feel differently. No. Just know I'm not the body because it's an experience, because I know it, because I feel it. So, it is grasped by the mind. Where are you now?
I don't know.
Better.
No.
Better. Don't disturb that.
Hi, Ganga. It is a kind of landing in...
A little stronger. No, you speak, I think, loudly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a kind of landing in satisfaction
Yeah.
that brings that contentment.
What brings contentment?
That landing in not knowing.
Yeah, but now you know it, this not knowing. Whatever you know, what is it? Tell me, what is it?
Nothing.
No, it's something.
It is.
Whatever you know, this not knowing, you know it.
I know
So-
that is nothing.
Yeah, so it's the mind.
Hmm.
No, this nothing, this not knowing is in the mind. It's a state in the mind. You didn't go from where I say so. What is important, you see, it's not so much the states. Of course, we deal first with states and qualities and all that of the life. But this neti, this negation, it is to slowly be aware, it's not about the dresses, the object of, it's about who am I? What is the subject of this doing or undoing? Who is the subject? That has to be seen as a thought, since you can express it. But you have to see by yourself, I just say. So from where possibly could you see I? And when you say I, it's never alone, it's the person. From where, you think? From where you always are. That's why I say you have not to search for it. Who you really are is always here. The moment you don't try to figure it out because you learned your lesson. Yeah. Hmm? You see, those texts, as years you spent with your master and all that, it's to give you a solid background in the mind that helps you whenever you need. For example, you will always hear, I don't know, there is a few sentences which are tools. You can take it tools for life. If you have a doubt, okay, you are busy with a doubt, suddenly, because of this solid background in your mind, it will spontaneously come. Don't go into the doubt. Don't land there. Things like that, you see. It has to, it's not just a learning. You have to do it. Whenever it happens in your life, doesn't matter the circumstances. But because of the solid background, because you heard it again and again, because you are attracted by that, it will come spontaneously here and there. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm in my mind. And then you keep quiet for a while. Means you just be by yourself. It's like that. It's a life, huh? Yeah. But surely a solid background, even if you got experiences at first and all that, it's very important. Because in life there are some events and confrontations which are so strong that you just lose whatever you have learned sometimes. So the solid background is like, it will wake you up. A sentence, a help towards a non-objective reality will shake you up. So that is the benefit to dedicate your life to this. So it's not only a learning. You learn till you really are clear, and then you do it. Even don't ask me, oh, then there is a doer and it's a doing and it's effort. Yes, tremendous effort, because we gave tremendous power to our own mind. So for a while, sure, it will be, no, I don't go there. With guts, with fire. Otherwise, forget it. It will be just, you open a book, boom, 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 and then close and... Nobody can save you, because it is you who have to realize. So you cannot expect, oh, I am in the safe hands, my dear Miguel, and then I am safe, I will... No, you are in safe hands, sure, because then you have a solid background, but you have to do it yourself. Nobody, no saint, no guru will do it for you. They can always bring you back and back, since you believe you are out, but no guru will do it. It's your own grace which abides everywhere. Ah.
This fire, this desire,
Mm.
it has to be, I don't even need to translate it. Tivra Icha. Tivra.
It's like that?
It has to be strong. Tivra Icha. Which one already knows what it means.
And where is it, this word? Yeah. It is. It's the background. Mm.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. So, what I see that is happening to me is that my mind is trying to picture it, understanding it with an image, or I'm not saying it's a feeling, it's a thought, but what's happening is what I realize is that I have to deny every idea, thought, image that comes from it. Because what I'm using now to understand who I am is my mind.
You can never understand who you are. Never. You can understand what you are not. That is the solid background. Without compromise. Never you will understand who you are. Never. The mind disappears here. But you can understand who you are not. Yeah.
So my work now should be to deny everything that every idea, every thought that I have of this.
If you want to not to search anymore who you are, yes.
Can you repeat, please?
If I don't even remember what I said. If you want to, huh?
If you want not to search.
Oh yeah, if you want not to search to who you are, yes. Or you can be very direct. You know that whatever is presented is the mind. So what? Let it go. Just give a moment not to look at it. Simply.
I feel that first I must make my mind tired denying everything.
If you have that concept, it will take time to make it direct. It's a concept also. But surely one is exhausted to search because he has so many experiences which didn't lead to a complete peace or satisfaction, or it's not a nice word, satisfaction, plenitude or whatever, plenitude, emptiness, whatever. Yeah, one gets fed up, exhausted enough. But you see, it's also a concept. Like this, you can delay. Delay in your such a beautiful non-suffering life.
Ganga, I just want to clarify if I heard, in order for me to understand who I am, which I will never understand who I am, I need to understand the foundation of who I'm not.
It's not a foundation.
The foundation of what I am not.
Yeah.
To understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but the foundation. No, just understand what you are not. It's not a foundation. It's waves. There are other waves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it as neti.
Yeah. Okay.
Neti. But it will never lead me to.
Yeah, because neti then becomes, of course, like a mantra in your mind and keeps your mind. Mm-hmm. So, but the neti. When you do it, when it's not just learning neti, what you have to do? You have to keep quiet where you are left for a fraction of a second at least before you again do your neti. Mm-hmm. You know? Because then maybe one neti is enough.
Mm-hmm. But it will never take me to who I am. Like what you just said was...
Yeah, I expressed that you are already where you are. It's only your mind which makes you search. That's why this one, no, neti. Mind. You are always, you are already, I only see what you are. What are you telling?
I have no idea.
You are looking at what? At your mind. Maybe it becomes a bit clearer what's the mind. Yeah. Good.
I know this, so I continue. I notice there's...
Continue.
I see this when I deny, when not this, not that, not this, not that. There's a doubt if there's something that I'm missing if I keep on doing, if I keep on denying.
You miss the neti when you go to the doubt. Nothing is spared.
Nothing is?
Spared. I mean, there is not a single rising appearance, whatever, which is the mind, which can be kept. It is subject to neti. You didn't understand? I was so clear.
You were, I think I understand.
I mean, you cannot keep any thought or experience looking like maybe that. You cannot keep anything. You can say also neti to all what you know and experience. Maybe you don't need anymore this neti. Do you think that there is an end of neti-neti? Is there an end in the mind?
In the mind?
Yeah.
It will keep
Yeah, it goes on infinitely. So you cannot do neti-neti infinitely. It's at some point you will shout, you will be fed up. Because you know that you still work with your mind, which was perfect to bring you here. Then you do what? When it's enough? Yeah. You know, it is like the wood which is put in the trunk of the elephant, which has to cross a village so that it doesn't eat all the bananas of the market. They put a wood in his trunk. Neti-neti, you know, the wood. Okay. It looked good, but I... Yeah, this neti-neti, after all, it's somebody who does it. It is you, the elephant, you as an elephant. So at some point, when you really have done it, you just feel maybe you cross the village, so you don't need the wood, and suddenly you feel, but then what? I'm still there as an elephant. And then makes sense, you see, whatever strikes you at that moment. Who am I could be also, but it can be differently too. I'm not even an elephant, I didn't even cross a village, I didn't have a trunk and a wood, what? All that was in the imagination. In the samsara, in what appears in this world. Yeah. Why you are so not happy? What's going on?
I think it's normal that the seeker from time to time feels that it's getting a bit closer, or is becoming a bit more clear. And
yeah, now, okay, that is in the journey of a seeker. It looks like you are emptier, so means clearer, because one is clearer when he's emptier. But what you do now with the seeker? You are busy clearing up the seeker. Am I a seeker?
no.
Okay then. Honor your own answer. And whenever there is a thought, it's a thought. Finder, seeker, this, that, doesn't matter. It's a thought. Basta. You would like I speak about something more? Yes.
One last thing. So I think my dilemma is.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
So I think I can put down in words now what's in my mind,
Okay.
which is I want to put fire in desire of my seeker, but I have to deny it. So for me, it looks like a dilemma.
If you had really fire, the dilemma cannot enter. You cannot do otherwise than to solve this. You will not. You know, if you are thirsty, for example, and really badly thirsty, and there is some water, you will not ask if it is a good water or not. You just drink. All this is to delay. The mind is clever, I tell you. Clever. And you see, I just show, just to give you a lesson so that, you know, we learn through lessons. I also failed, but in the end you learn your lesson. For example, at some point, you were not with your mind, even if it is whatever moment was there. This could have been the end of it. But the mind comes back, and you took it. Why? It's because the mind found that just before there was nothing there. It's only that cannot be. They speak of liberation, enlightenment, must be something, you know, you are transformed into a universal being or whatever. Yeah. So you lost it, you dismissed it. So next time, be more vigilant. We learn like this, you know, don't worry. Yeah. That's what I say. It's not something you acquire, what you already are. It's something alive. Because the mind will always present something. Always. It is even your own self which cannot do otherwise than present itself. So it's alive. Oh, when I am free, then my mind will give me a sign, will be detached or quiet, and I will walk on this planet completely cool and blissed and bliss ananda, whatever. No, not like that. It is like that, but not like that. And we need, I repeat, we need a solid background, because you see, we can never be sure we will not be enslaved to a desire, for example. You can never be sure. So what? When that desire presents itself, it must be a big one, otherwise you would dismiss it, as you have done. There suddenly you can't. And you feel quite free to leave it because, well, you know it's the mind. And then you may spend a few years completely bound by a desire. But because of a solid background, if it is there, that will wake you up at some point. What are you doing? What's going on? Fantastic. If you don't have a solid background, forget it. I will traditionally say you will take birth and birth and birth and again birth, myriads of times. So, since this incarnation presents you that, honor it fully, take fully benefit of it. Who cares if you are astray for some time? It can happen. This human life is like this. But because, I repeat, because it's so important, it is not enough said. Because you cherished, you have been dedicating your time to hear again and again, it will wake you up. Don't worry. So, that is the grace, I would say, to have gone to a guru. Let it be a bird, let it be a human being. Sometimes we need better to understand the language, so a frog we need. Yeah. There is always exceptions, but I didn't speak of exceptions.
So just following what you just said, I can get distracted with life. It's life happening, so I can.
But don't wish it.
What?
Don't wish it.
No, I don't wish it. But still, I'm extremely blessed to have this opportunity to get access to this.
Of course, know it more and more, sure. Because you see, as a human, you will have a life full of dualities. It's like that. So you have to get something which alarms you sometimes.
So I've been coming to Satsang for over a year now, and it's been incredible how many stories my mind created to prevent me from hearing you.
It's a wonder that you see that. It's more a wonder that you see that.
I'm just celebrating that I can hear you, and I see all the psychological Thank you. Really.
Oh, I'm very happy. That gives me joy
Thank
to
you,
hear
thank
that.
you.
Yes. It's very precious.
You are precious.
Where are you? You know, the thinker is like this. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, something more? No? No? Something less? Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. Stand up.
Yes.
I've been to satsangs before and had a long break.
Yeah.
Now I'm back here and I just feel how much I'm asleep. I'm just literally falling asleep.
Yeah. But you woke up today.
I woke up, yes. I don't expect a remedy for this. From what I heard, it's just an effort to keep yourself awake. In some way, sounds to me. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. You just woke up. Did you make such an effort? You just came. Something in you, your previous background or whatever, a desire to know who you are and all that, attracted you. Then you went to sleep a bit for a few years. And then how come you could come back? It must be that what's profoundly in your heart, as a human, I agree, but suddenly felt, it manifested itself and brings you to a satsang, which is, I don't know your life, but which is familiar to you. So you didn't make effort, that background woke you up. So honor that, love that, fall again in love with that. But not with effort, just because maybe you see, I'm lucky to be back to what after all I love in this life. I just imagine your life. I mean, I don't know you, but something there. Yeah? Great. Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, satsang is not only to learn, it is also an occasion to simply not being with the world for the moment. We dedicate to that. So it's precious. It's what I would say part of the vigilance to not to make it a something again. Yeah. You will laugh about what I say, but I think that my own satsang saved me. Simply. I would never have gone somewhere else. Thank you very much.